Okay, so our first video, let me just get this. Okay, here we go. And let's start right away. You need to find the LCM, of course. So you can do it like this. I'm sorry, I like that. Okay, the LCM between 4 and 8 is 8. Okay, so we're going to change both fractions so that they have the same denominator. So this one is already 8, so we don't have to change. But this one was times 2, right? So I go times 2 on the top, and I get 6. 9 over 8. And that changes to, that's an improper fraction. I change it to a mixed number. 8 going to 9 one time, 1 left over, 1 over 8. This one, let's see if I can make it 9 4/5. This is 2 and 2/3. I draw a line here to separate my whole number with my fraction. I'm going to add. I can't add these two because I need to find the LCM, and the LCM between 5 and 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 5, 10, 15. The LCM is 15. So this is going to be 15. This is going to be 15 times 5 times 5, that gives me 10, times 3, and then times 3, that gives me 12. Let me just cross this out. I can now add 12 plus 10 is 22 over 15, and over here I get 11. This is a mixed improper fraction, so I'm going to change this to a mixed number. So 15 going to 22 one time, 7 left over 15. I'm going to combine this whole number with this whole number, and I'm going to get 12, 7 over 15. Okay? What is 52 over 17 as a decimal? And you're going to divide, right, to change a fraction to a decimal. You divide, and let's see, you will get, this is going to be a terminating decimal, non-terminating decimal, so it's going to be 3.0588, and it's going to go on and on and on and on. So for our sake, we're just going to round this to the nearest hundredth right here. Make that 0.6. Okay, let's add this. It's a fraction and a decimal, so I'm going to change 0.6, and 0.6 as a fraction is 6 over 10. Okay, or if you want to simplify, you use 3/5. I'm not going to simplify. Okay, make this, actually I should simplify. So I'm going to use that 3 of 1/5 plus sorry, I'm going to go back and try to keep this consistent, and I'm going to add it this way. So plus, so I'm going to add this to 3/5, and I'm going to get, so if I add this, 1 and 3 is 4, I get 4/5 over here, and 3. So my final answer is 3 and 4/5. Okay. Clear annotations. Just scroll down. So 5 and 6, what is the difference? I'm going for subtraction here. So it's 5 and 2/3 minus 4 over 18. Try this line in the middle. Need some help here, right? Well, actually, let's find the LCM for it. The LCM between 3 and 18 is 18. So that stays. And over here, the 3 is going to change to 18 times 6 times 6, and I'm going to have 12. Cross this out. So 12 minus 4 is 8. 18 stays the same, and 5. If you simplify that, you can get 5 divided by 4, 2. No, we're going to divide this by 2. 4 over 9. Okay. Total, I'm going to add. So if I'm adding this, I'm going to need to find the LCM of 1, 2, and 5. I'm sorry, 2, 5, and 10. And the LCM is going to be 10. So the last one stays because it's already 10. So how did the 5 become a 10? Times 2. So times 2 on top, and I get 8. 2 to become a 10 is times 5, so times 5 on top. Now I can add, remember, order of operations. So I'm going to add these two first. I get 5 plus 8 is 13 over 10 minus 3 over 10, and that's going to give me 10 over 10, or just simply 1. My charger at school. I have to go to school on Saturday. Alright, so 4 1/5. I subtract 2 2/3. As you can tell, I can't subtract because my denominators are different, so let me do some changes here. The LCM between 5 and 3 is 15. Okay, so 5 is times 3, so that becomes 3. 3 is times 5, so that becomes 10. Cross this out. I can't subtract yet because I need to get some help. So that 4 is going to become a 3. And this, you're going to add 15 over 15, which eventually just think of adding the denominator to the numerator if you want. And you get 18 over 15. Over here, it's 10 over 15. Now I can subtract. So this can go out. 18 minus 10 is 8. 15 stays the same. And 3 minus 2 is 1. Multiply. Change that mix, the whole number over 1 times 3 over 4. This one, 15 over 4. 4 goes to 15 3 times, 12, it's 3 left over 4. Product, again, let's change that to a improper fraction, so times plus 9 times 2 is 18, plus 7 is, no idea, 25, 25 over 9 times 4/5. If you can simplify before multiplying. The 25 and 5 you could, but I'm just going to do this. So 25 times 4 is 100. 9 times 5 is 45. We can simplify it now. 45 going to 100 2 times. That's 90. 10 over 45. And we can go one more step. Divide by 2. 2 over 9. Divide. Let's change this to a main proper fraction. 5 times 2 is 10. 14 over 5. Divided by 21 times 3 is 24 over 7. Okay, so let's multiply by the reciprocal. 15 over 5 times 7 over 24. Can't simplify anything, so 7 times 14 is 28, 98. 5 times 24, 5 is 20 plus 2, 120. I can't simplify, actually I could have simplified 14, 24, so that would be 49 over 60 if you simplify one more step. 11, sorry. So we gotta add, so you can change everything to decimals if you want. You could actually, but so let me do it two ways. So you can get 0.8 minus 0.25 plus 0.4 minus 0.3. Look how nice it is when you have everything's decimal. So 80 cents minus 25 cents is 55 cents, so you get 0.55 plus 0.4 minus 0.3. So 55 cents plus 40 cents is 95 cents minus 0.3, which is 0.65 cents. Okay, so much easier if you change everything to decimals. But I want to also do it with fractions. So this is 8 over 10 minus 1/4 plus 2/5 minus 3 over 10. So if I find a common denominator here, the common denominator is going to be 20. I'll change everything to 20. Okay, how did the 10 become a 20? Times 2, so top is 16. What is this? Times 5, so it's 5. Times 4, so it's 8. Times 2 at the bottom, so times 2 on top is 30. No, it's 6, sorry. 6. 16 minus 15 is 11. 11 plus 8 is 19. 19 minus 6. 19 minus 6 is 13. 13 over 20. So this, I can rewrite it like this. 4/5 minus 2/3. And I'll divide this by 2/4. Let's do inside here first. The LCM is 15. Is 5 times 3, right? So on top is times 3, which is 12, times 5 here, on top times 5, which is 10. If I subtract now, I can. 12 minus 10 is 2. I get 2 over 15. I'm going to divide that by 2/4. So it's 2 over 15. Multiply that by the reciprocal, which is 4 over 2. Cross, cross. I could cross those 2's, or if you don't, not comfortable doing that, 2 times 4 is 8. 15 times 2 is 30. You can simplify now. You get 4 over 15. Okay. 13. What is 3/8 as a decimal? So to change this as a decimal, you get equal 3 divided by 8. Let's see if that works. Doesn't work. So a decimal, add a decimal. Can 8 go into 30 now? 3 times 24, 6. Bring the 0 down. It's 7, 56. 4. Bring another 0 down. It's going to be 5. So 0.375, which is a terminating. Don't forget, this is a terminating decimal. Okay. Change the decimal 0.36 to a fraction. Wow. It's going to be 36 over, because the 6 is in the hundreds place value, over 100. If you simplify it, divide by 4 and you get 9. 100 divided by 4. And you get 20 something, 5. Okay. Oh, not too many more problems. Okay, so let's change this. 756. That one you can't change to a decimal because it's going to be like a non-terminating decimal probably. So let's change this to a fraction. 756. And 3 over 5 becomes is 3 over 5/10, or 3.5 if you chose. It's okay. So subtract. Let's change. So the LCM is 30. 30 times 3 times 3 is 15 times 5 times 5 is 25. 25 and 5 is 10 minus 25 minus 15 is 10 over 30. 7 minus 3 is 4. So 4 and 10/3 or 4 and 1/3. That's fine. 7/15. I'm going to divide that by 45 over 100. Change the decimal to a fraction. 7/15. We're going to multiply that by the reciprocal. 7 times 700. 7 times 100 is 700. At the bottom, 15 times 45. I have no idea. 15 times 45 is, 15 times 45 makes 675. So you can change it to a mixed number. 675 goes into ones. 25 over 675. And you can simplify that even further. 675 divided by 25 is 27. So 1 over 27. Okay. Evaluate. Okay, so again, let's subtract that and then divide. So inside, we do the inside here. Okay, so just taking that. Subtract. I can't subtract because of difference, so the common denominator would be 10. Right? 2 times 5. So on top is times 5, I get 5. Here will be times 2. Times 2, I get 8. Now I can subtract. 8 minus 5 is 3. 10 and 8 and 4 is 4. So I get 4 and 3/10. So now I get 4 and 3/10 divided by 3. And I'm going to change this to a mixed number. 3 and 1 over 10. So now let's change that to improper. 4 times 10 is 40. Plus 3 is 43 over 10. Times, so not times yet, divided by 3 times 10 times 3 is 30, 31 over 10. Now I can flip this around. 43 over 10 times 10 over 31. That becomes 430 over 310, or if you cross those 10s out, it will be much simpler. You can now, you get 43 over 31, which 31 goes into 43 one time, and you have 12 over 31 left over. Okay, so quite a lot of stuff to do there. Let me clear this, and then same thing here. 5 and 5, 6. 2 1/4. I must subtract this first. Let's see, LCM is 12 times 3 times 3 times 4. Oops, what am I doing? Sorry. No, times 3 is right. Times 3 is 3. This is times 2. Then times 2, and that gives you 12. Cross that out. 10 minus 3 is 7 over 12. And then 5 minus 2 is 3. 3, 7, 12. I'm going to divide that by 1 and 8 tenths. Let's change that to a proper before you start dividing. 12 times 3 is 36. 39 over 12. Divided by 10 times 1 is 10, plus 8 is 18 over 10. 39 over 12, and that times that 10 over 18. 390 over 12 over 18. 12 divided by 18. 12 times 18. 216. Oh my god. All right. So 216 goes into that once, right? And you get 174 left over 216. And if you simplify that again, you get 187 and 108. Okay? So here is your magic word, I guess. And I'm looking around just to see if there's anything, and we're going to go. Huh. Okay. Kirkland. Okay, and that's it. We're done for this video.